All eyes on the playoffs and super wild card weekend. I didn't want these opportunities to sort of pass me by. There's a few teams and players who won't be playing this weekend that I think deserve some love too. And if we don't talk about them now, I'm a little bit worried that we won't get to it and it'll get lost in the shuffle and swept under the NFL playoff rug. So let's get into it. And I want to start here today with Justin Jefferson. A delight. Loved talking to him. He's young, went through a lot of adversity this year, wasn't out there after the highest of highs, like doing his thing at such a high level to end last season. So, yeah, I wanted to talk. I don't know what's going on in the control room. My God. Hold on. I talked to him a few weeks ago. Let me get my bearings here. After they played the Bengals, he'd just gotten drilled on a trick play where he would have had a chance to throw a touchdown pass. And I asked him about completing a TD. Listen to what he said.
It was open. You know, if I would have had like a second or two, I felt like I would have made that throw and it would have been a touchdown to KJ. So, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get it another opportunity one of these times and I'll do better.
It didn't work out. I want him to, successfully hit a touchdown. He got another chance Sunday against the Lions. Did he do it? At least that's what it looked like. I'm not sure this is what this looked like. It's hard to tell what this play could have been because he got hammered by Aidan Hutchinson before he even had a chance to do anything. What a Destructicon he is. But, Justin, I felt so bad you didn't get another chance to throw one out. Hopefully it happens next year. This is totally him. Yeah. Couldn't happen again. I think it happens next year. Aside from all this, though, Justin sort of did a number on me. He charmed me a little bit. I'm very interested in Justin Jefferson, and what he did this season is not insignificant. He racked up 12 catches for 192 yards and a touchdown week 18 against the Lions. That pushes them over 1,000 yards on the season. You guys, come back on camera. Let me put this into perspective. He only played 8 fully healthy games this season. Dost thou comprehend the absurdity of this statement? And even though the season didn't go the way he wanted it to, overall, it moved him further atop an insane list. Justin Jefferson just wrapped his 4th NFL season. He's heads and shoulders above everyone when it comes to the most receiving yards per game in NFL history. Calvin Johnson's there in a distant second. And it's interesting to sort of see his LSU teammate, Jamar Chase, who he's friends with, not friends, are they buddies? I don't know, on there as well. So what an insane start to his career. In such a short sample size of games, he just went crazy again. And we'll see if he gets the extension in Minnesota this offseason, and we'll see if Netflix's quarterback, Kirk Cousins, also remains up there for one more year. Are they going to build around somebody else? If somebody else comes in there and they rebuilt, as I think that they smartly, savvily should, does Justin stay around for that? Does he find the extension paperwork and sign it? Fascinating storyline to watch for one of the best players in the National Football League. I also want to hit the year Breece Hall just had for the Jets. No Aaron Rodgers, guys. Quarterback issues out the wazoo, a makeshift offensive line in front of him, and he still had just a brilliant year. On Sunday, Breece racked up 39 touches. This is crazy. 39 touches for 190 yards and a touchdown to snap the Jets' 15-game losing streak to the Patriots. And that capped a really special season. If you look at this, he finished second to only Christian McCaffrey in scrimmage yards. Second to only McCaffrey in scrimmage yards. Led all running backs in receptions, accounted for nearly 35% of the Jets' total offense, 41% of their touchdowns. No other player in the entire NFL accounted for a greater share of their team's offense than Breece did for the Jets this season. And while he deserves a lot of credit, a lot of attention for the performance, I want to look at this as a bit of a warning shot to the league. Because Aaron Rodgers saying all these things about the Jets, the fan base deserving things, praise, whatever, when they're talking about this, and the Jets spend, hopefully this offseason, addressing some of the issues like the offensive line, are we going to see, I'm getting ahead of it, are we about to see a CMC meets LaDainian Tomlinson, meets Priest Holmes, type legendary season out of Breece Hall next year? This is a guy, they were chanting Dalvin Cook at training camp. Then he went and did this. Jets fans should be excited, embrace, and sort of exalt, give him his love. Keep him happy this offseason. Never mind the other stupid story. Breece Hall is the Jet storyline of note for me going into the offseason. Finally, amidst the doom and gloom of the sky is falling mentality surrounding these Dolphins, I do want to take a sec to sort of shine some positivity and spotlight around DeVon Achane and what he accomplished this season. Did it take me 7 weeks to learn how to pronounce his name? Yes, it did. And I should have done it sooner because he could beat everyone in the NFL in a race. And what he's doing is absolutely crazy. And he's a delight. I loved having him on the show. He finished the year averaging 7.77 yards per carry. Oh, that's so efficient. Are you joking? Well, it's the most of any running back in the entire Super Bowl era. We talked to him about some of these records. This clip he's on. Second most all time. Beatty Feathers. I want a Beatty Feathers jersey so bad. I want a Bears Beatty Feathers jersey from 1934. He averaged a full yard more than the next guys on the list, and the only other player in the last 50 years to even be in the same ballpark was another Dolphin named Mercury Morris, all the way back in 1973. I'm sure Twitter will tell me all about Mercury Morris. This is historic stuff we're talking about. It's just not getting the attention that I think it deserves. And if that's not enough, he also finishes the year with 11 touchdowns on just 130 touches. Bonkers. Divide bonkers. If you notice here at the end of his latest score against the Bills, there isn't much of a celebration. There never is a celebration of this team that celebrates, and they're so fun, and they're choreographing, and they have like a walkthrough in their sweatpants on Saturday at the team hotel to figure out like what they're doing, like which like La Bamba they're going to break out next. I talked to DeVon, and I like watching him score more than anybody in the NFL because of this answer about why he doesn't celebrate afterwards.
I feel like, I'm a running back. I'm supposed to score a touchdown. That's how I look at it. So me making like big plays and me scoring a touchdown, I feel like that's something like I'm supposed to do. So that's why I don't be like into like the celebration. I mean, I'll be happy, of course, but it's just like I just be in the moment. I mean, I'll talk about it and like celebrate it afterwards, after the game over.
It's his job. We don't celebrate we don't celebrate when we just do our job. That's his mentality, and I love it. I love the approach. I think he's very unique. Him and Raheem, a tandem that are unlike any other running back tandem. Mostert, by the way, he might not play. His status is in question. That's huge. And if you're thinking of, I'll ask Gronk, because I never played in like freezing conditions. I've never played football like outside of like Thanksgiving, whatever. Like I know I'm not the girl to talk about this. I don't always buy the cold narrative that it's like, I don't always buy it, especially when these guys come out there like without sleeves, and it's like, okay, it's just like is it a mentality thing? I don't know. But with the story, the hoopla around the temperatures at Arrowhead on Sunday night, largely in part to NBC wanting to talk about this game on Sunday and get the Peacock stuff drummed up, like that was a big part of Sunday night was about these temperatures. He's likely going to have a huge say in whether or not the Dolphins pick up their first playoff win in 23 years. Cold temperatures, run the ball, it all makes sense. So hopefully he does that, and hopefully he knows that our show is obsessed with him.